Thanks so much for tuning in today. I'm talking about dissolving the throat chakra today. Many of us have been told that if we have a throat issue or a singing issue or a vocalizing or expressing ourselves issue, that it must be the throat chakra is blocked. And today I want to kind of give a different perspective of that, kind of broaden the perspective and kind of dissolve the idea about this throat chakra because it's pretty limiting. So my name is ABraxas. I love helping people remember their greatness, especially through vocal awareness. So this seems to be one of 3 videos I'm doing on being your own sound healer. Next video will be on finding your home note, which is so cool. It's the note and the frequency that your parasympathetic and your sympathetic nervous system just are at rest, and every organ is at rest. So tune into that. But before we can find that home note, we have to let go of this block that we seem to be kind of butting our heads up against, which doesn't let us to have our voice fully. Now, the thing is, I'm going to say something a little radical here. What I'm going to say here may kind of be like, what? But the whole perspective of your throat chakra holding your voice back, what I want you to do today is dissolve the idea of the throat chakra. What if there was no throat chakra? Oh, what if there was no throat chakra? What if there was just you? Yeah. So if there's no throat chakra, would you have your voice? Now, the thing is about our voice is a lot of our voice issues and our inability to voice ourselves or sing has a lot to do with old programming. And so what we have to do is we have to override the old programming. Now, the chakra system, especially the throat chakra, has gotten a lot of kind of finger pointing to be like, oh, well, my throat chakra is blocked, so I can't voice. And we're always, it's human nature to kind of go outside of ourselves to say, point the finger at something, even if it's part of our own body, right? So, you know, saying it's the throat chakra and giving a note just to the throat chakra to heal your whole systemic voice issue is like giving a lozenge to your voice if you have a scratchy throat, thinking it's going to take all your systemic allergies away. So I can't just give you a one note that's going to just clear up your throat because it's a whole systemic programming issue. And so what we have to first do is work through the belief. We have to work through letting go of the belief that our voice challenges has to do with our throat chakra. Now, granted, because of old programming, we have certain constrictions and tightness in certain muscles and connective tissues. So yes, we do have to work on releasing those. And last week I did give a yoga program and worked through triangle pose to help you release that tension in your vocal instrument. So that'll be key. But I also did a video on why do we believe what we believe? And that was a few weeks ago. And the reason we have old programming in our subconscious and our conscious is that, and the reason we believe we even have a throat chakra and that we are blocked because of our throat chakra is because somewhere down the line, it made sense in our lives. We got something out of it. And that makes sense. Well, today, I'm going to give you a perspective of you can override this programming if it is the moment in your life that you're like, enough is enough. Unless you're there, unless you're like, enough is enough, this technique I'm going to show you won't work. But basically, you have to be so sick of your limitation that you're like, fuck this, basically. Excuse my language, but it's kind of where you got to go. Fuck this. I'm doing something different. That's where I came from when I was a teenager. I got into that state of like, forget it. I'm choosing something different. All this programming. So the key to overriding the finger pointing and like all that programming is to intensely choose something different in the present moment. To do that, it's like you have to be obsessed with it. You have to be like, nothing else is going to work. Like, I am ready to launch. I'm ready to expand. I'm not living this reality anymore. So it's kind of like this. Here we are standing in the present moment, and the next present moment is happening in about 10 to 17 seconds. And here's all your baggage, all your luggage that you have carried with you through your whole life, including all the things that have shut down your voice. And here you are with your suitcases, and here you have your next reality. This is the moment. Do you leave those bags? Or do you kind of hold them all and pull them into the next reality? And so that's what happens. You have to be willing to step into your next reality without the bags, without the programming. And to do that, here is a fun little exercise. So everything is a vibration, okay? Everything. Everything in this room, every part of your body, right? Every belief, every word is a vibration, has a frequency, and has a sound. So what we're going to do is the statement, my voice is blocked. My voice is blocked. That's a belief. It could be an awareness, but we can change it. So my voice is blocked has a frequency. And there's a lot of programming that brought you to this awareness or this judgment or this belief system. My voice is blocked. So what I want you to do is voice that out. Whatever comes to you. So sit with it a moment. My voice is blocked. Notice where you feel that in your body. Could be your whole body. It could be in your field. It could even be in your voice. In your throat. Wherever it is, sense it. And then say, my voice is blocked. And see what sound or what frequency wants to go there. Now, if you're aware of a frequency, but you don't know the sound, just think of the frequency. Okay? Now, from there, what I want you to do is go to the statement, I choose my voice. I choose my voice. I choose my voice. Say it several times. Then notice where in your body is pushing that away, where in your body is like absorbing it and saying, thank you, and what frequency is it? Now, if you can think or know the frequency, great. And if there's a sound that wants to go with it, let it go, let it out. And so then notice the contrast, which feels lighter, which statement feels lighter. My voice is blocked, or I choose my voice. Which feels lighter? Which feels like your soul path? Which feels, right? And so the thing is, guys, if you're really ready to choose something different, if you really want your voice, most likely, I choose my voice, that statement is going to feel lighter. And no matter what now, choose it. I know that's frustrating when someone says or a coach says you just have to choose it, but it actually comes to a point in your reality where there's nothing else. There's nothing else to do except choose it. And so from this moment, your voice can help you with that. I choose my voice. And so in saying this over and over, you may become aware of a certain age in your life or certain words people said to you. And what you can do is stand as the authority of your life right here, right now, and say, I see that. Thank you. Have a talk with it like you would a young child. I see what you're doing, but that's not going to work for me anymore. Take the reins. That programming with your awareness cannot work anymore if you have the awareness that it's there and that you choose something different. So, you may have to practice this, okay? You may come against some discomfort around voicing yourself, right? Now, this would be that moment. Are you going to sink back into that old programming, or are you going to say, hell no, I'm choosing my voice? And I can't even tell you guys, I had to do that a lot in my life in my 20s, when I finally was like, no more. I came against the discomfort a lot, becoming a singer-songwriter and being such a shy, shut down person. I came to a point in my life where I was like, no more. And it didn't mean that it stopped altogether. It meant that when I was met with that moment in time where I had kind of like the witness, I had to witness the programming or something new. And I had to be strong enough and obsessed enough to be like, I choose my voice. I choose me. I'm not choosing that program. And that's kind of how you have to, that's where you have to go. So this kind of work bypasses the chakra work, because the chakra work is only another belief to say, oh, that's closed or that's shut down. It's just another belief saying your programming is alive and well. So what we want to do is go past the old programming, use our awareness, use our intuition, and use our personal power of our infinite beingness to say, I choose something different. And you can do it with this frequency work that I just talked about. That was with, notice the frequency. This is sound healing. Notice when you're speaking your name. Notice when you speak a statement, my voice is blocked. I choose my voice. Which one feels lighter, right? Where do you feel the stuff in your body? And then make sounds to match the frequencies that you would like to be living from. But really, guys, awakening and awakening our voice is really a moment-to-moment decision. And it's most people are like, I can't live like moment to moment and be aware. Well, that's what awakening is. Awakening is being your infinite beingness and being aware all the time. The thing is, guys, when you start to be aware more often, it's not so much of a drudgery. Okay, so you'll notice when you come up against my voice is blocked, that's your moment. That's when you get to say, no more. I choose my voice. Dun, dun, dun. Let's all do that right now. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Dun, dun, dun. I choose my voice. So, in this moment in time, in this 10 seconds, you choose your voice. Then you step over to the next 10 seconds of your life. Choose your voice. Next 10 seconds, choose your voice. Next 10 seconds, choose your voice. And that's how you dissolve the throat chakra. So that's what I got for you today, everybody. I hope that was helpful. This is what works for me. And by all means, if you want to use the chakra system and continue that way, blessings on your way. It's just not how I work anymore. And so anyway, if you'd like to catch more of the 30-day programming, if you want to catch more of the 30-day program, be sure to subscribe at my YouTube channel and tune in on Sunday when I talk about, after you've done this work with choosing your voice, then we can go into finding your home note. And that is luscious, and that's a fun little exercise. So I'll see you in the other video, and thank you so much for tuning in. Blessings.